Hi guys, the date is the 10th of March, uh, 2026, and this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, and I haven't been ready to kind of confront this feeling, but I kind of went through it the other day while I was feeling it, and I think that it can really help a lot of people to kind of identify this emotion because it's one that is just overwhelming, and it's about the desire to be seen. And a common misconception, I guess, is it's not wanting attention. It's more wanting to be witnessed. It's more wanting to know that you matter, that someone sees your value. And it's like someone sees me. Someone sees me for who I am, and they choose me, and my existence is important to someone else. You can I'll explain my experience. So I when this comes over me, it's usually after maybe I've watched a movie or later in the day. I spend a lot of time alone because obviously I'm not like surrounded by people, but this can lead to that feeling where I just want to be seen. So every once in a while, I'll go to the beach, and it's not a very crowded beach. I go like a less crowded area, like where there's not many people, and sometimes the occasional person walks by, and I kind of just lay down on the beach and just like close my eyes, and I just hope someone will come up to me, and someone will come up to me and say that I matter, and say, like, ask me how I'm doing and actually connect with me, like from their own decision. And that's what it's about. Like, let my life land somewhere that's outside of me. And the thing is, it's not just it's really confusing because it's not just one need. That's why it's so hard to decipher. It's a bunch of needs rolled into one. It's loneliness, you want connection. It's validation, you want proof that you matter. It's desirability, you want to feel like you're chosen, maybe attractive or wanted. And it's like you want someone to notice you without you having to ask them to notice you. That's a really big part, because it's like I want someone to come to me on their own, because that would be undeniable proof that you matter without asking or forcing it. And when nobody comes up to you, it kind of does feel like I'm invisible and no one notices me. But the thing you have to be aware of, which it's fairly one of the more obvious things, is you really have to just confront it. Like what I had to confront, most people wouldn't just walk up to me alone laying it there on the beach. They might like assume that I want space. They might just think I'm just relaxing. They don't see what I'm going through. And like, to be honest, if I saw someone lay on the beach, I wouldn't go up to them either. So it's like you're putting yourself in this losing position where you're gonna lose, but when you lose, you're like, oh, it proves my point. Nobody sees me. I'm invisible. Nobody cares about me. And one part of that is that's something you need to give to yourself from yourself, but we're not gonna really get into that. It's but yeah, you use it as evidence that you're unwanted when they don't. When that's mostly just how people are. And another thing that happened was later on, I was walking along the beach and I saw someone playing guitar. I was like, he looked around my age, and I walked up to him and we started talking. And we ended up talking till from like 6 p.m. to like 10 p.m. And he was from River, he was named River, he was from America, and he was so cool. And it was really awesome to just talk to him. And if he saw me laying on the beach, he wouldn't come up to me if he was walking past or like saw me from the distance, you know? But I still got that feeling of connection and that feeling of being wanted and feeling of appreciated and validated when I went up to him. And so there's parts of it you can give to yourself from yourself, but there's also parts you need other people for. And another thing is there's more stuff than just the loneliness, validation, desirability. There's also other stuff mixed in, you know? Like another sense I have is, it's kind of strange to say, but like I just feel like I really want a girlfriend or to meet a girl or something like that. And I feel at the moment, like at that time, that it would solve all my problems, you know? I would be seen by another person regularly. I would be cared about without having to earn it. Being wanted, having someone who knows your inner world. And it's not, I want a girlfriend. It's, I want a steady place where I'm emotionally real to someone else that's not me. And underneath, it's kind of just, I want to feel significant to another person, whether I want a relationship or just validation. And it's like, it's not I want attention, because I don't just want attention. I want evidence that I matter, you know? And it's all of these things I've been talking about mixed into one overwhelming feeling, so it's so hard to decipher. And the hard truth, kind of the hard pill to swallow, is that it keeps you trapped, because it's just confirmation bias. You're just confirming, you know, you lay on the beach and like, I don't know what maybe someone else does, but I lay on the beach and no one comes up to me. I'm like, yeah, I doubt even people will see me. There's not many people there. And then they're like, I'm like, yeah, people hate me. No one sees me. I hate this, you know? And even if you realize it, if you're like, oh, I just want to be seen, it's still that confirmation bias that no one does see you. And it puts your emotional needs in the hands of random people or the hands of other people. And it's like, you need to flip it around, and you need to take those needs that you're feeling, or from my experience, take it from, sorry, this is I forgot to mention that this is a notes app video. So when I went through this the other day, I got a bunch of it down, and now I'm trying to communicate it. It's, instead of, I hope someone sees me, it's not, because yeah, it's the desire to be seen, but take it for what it really is. Turn this unsolvable, overwhelming feeling, chop it up into bite-sized pieces and go through it. I want company. I want affection. I want to feel desired. I want someone to check on me. I want to have connection without performing. All of these things can be bite-sized pieces that you can actually take on. I want connection. I'm going to message a friend and see if he wants to hang out. I want affection. Maybe I'll work on my dating life a bit. Maybe I'll go and meet some people, you know? And once you name it clearly, you can start, as I said, taking the actions, which some of them are even like starting a conversation yourself, just going up to someone and saying, hey, how's it going? I liked your shoes. I thought you had a cool thing, you know? And sometimes it's just by yourself, you know? Sometimes it's just admitting to yourself, I don't need to be admired right now. I just need to accept myself, or the warmth of being with myself. And realizing this all the other day when I was feeling this kind of flipped it around for me. At the beginning of it, it didn't stop the emotion, but it made it go away much quicker. because yeah. And you just gotta realize this is what makes you human. You just like this is kind of like a awareness thing that works for me, but it may seem weird to other people, but I just say to myself, like my brain thinks I have a lack of social, a lack of other people in my life. And back in the day, this meant survival or not survival. So my brain's just trying to keep me safe in its weird, messed up way. It's just trying to help me. But I just say in my brain, I don't need that help. I don't need you to make me feel these emotions. I'm just going to take this on at my own speed, and it usually starts to go away. Yeah. I think that's all I really have. But yeah, another thing is just journaling, trying to get it out of your head, and don't listen to that inner voice that will try to trip you up and get you kind of like really amplify this feeling. Because again, it's trying to keep you safe. It's like you walk up to a bridge and that inner voice is like, don't jump, you're gonna hurt yourself. But, and then you start to feel like queasy. And then the same thing, it's like you don't have a relationship. It's like walking up to that bridge, you're not being seen by anyone, and your inner voice is like, uh-oh, you're gonna get hurt. You need this for survival. You need to find someone. And it's just like, it's about realizing that inner voice. It's about becoming aware, because you need to become aware of that voice, aware of the situation, aware of what you're going through, accept it, and then go into presence, which I've said this in a past video. Presence doesn't mean just sitting with it. Presence is action, taking action. So once you accept it, you don't just sit there and be like a monk. You kind of accept it and then move down to presence, and you take the action you need to do, which may be messaging someone, it may be journaling your feelings, it may be a range of different things, and just understanding what you're feeling. Because if you haven't come to the conclusion where you need to message a friend or something, it may be something else, or maybe you just need to become more aware. And so you can take the steps to do that. You can obviously start journaling, you can start reading about it, you can start looking into the actual processes going on and what led to this. And the more you become aware, the more you're gonna, and the more you can accept, and the more you can accept, the better the action you can take to solve it, kind of. Yeah. But yeah, I just really wanted to make a video on that, because that's something that I've started to struggle with after I have gotten my job and my friends left to uni, and it's been hard. But yeah, I just thought that'd be a good topic to cover. But yeah, that's the end of the video.